Community Spotlight on Z102.9.
Good morning. It's Community Spotlight on Z102.9, and we go to the Cedar Rapids Opera this morning. On the phone is Chad Sonka. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning. It's great to be on Z102.9. I've been a longtime listener ever since I grew up in the area.
Oh, Chad, thank you. Well, now you are in Ames, correct?
I'm starting my 5th year here at Iowa State, and it's great to be teaching and cultivating music and opera in my home area of Iowa.
Well, I love that you're plugged in both there and still back here as well. Board member for Cedar Rapids Opera. You are a young artist, and you are the director of the show we are talking about this morning, Goldie B. Locks.
That's correct. Goldie B. Locks and the Three Singing Bears is his full title.
What is this show, Chad?
This is a fantastic reimagination of the familiar Goldilocks story we all heard growing up, using popular tunes by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and Jacques Offenbach, two giants in the classical operatic world. This composer and performer, John Davies, took the Goldilocks story, rewrote some of the story to fit those two composers' tunes to create a story of real charm and life lessons, particularly for children, to connect with each other, to always know that honesty is the best policy, as it were, and to trust each other.
And the show blends English and Spanish to help tell the story.
Yeah, we thought it important to make sure people that have been historically underrepresented in this art form have a voice. So we modified some of the characters with approval from the composer to work with that new language. So students will learn some new Spanish words and connect with a different culture via that language beyond just those particular characters.
There's also an academic or educational component. You've actually created an interactive study guide.
So in that study guide, there's a summary of the opera. There's verbiage that is used in opera, like aria, which means solo in an opera, and what to do when one attends an opera, that it's okay to clap and cheer if you think something's really interesting and really exciting, which operatic singing is truly exciting. We call it the Olympics of singing because it's singing at its highest level. And also included in that study guide are fun activities, vocabulary exercises, as well as an exercise for students to create their own mini opera. So all is done in an effort to make students curious and excite the imagination through brilliant singing.
Who really is this targeted to? Who should be finding it for their classrooms or daycare centers, or who do we want to make sure is watching?
Students, children are really going to find this exciting, and I think adults will find excitement in showing this to them and watching them engage with this kind of performance that doesn't always get in front of their eyes, say, on the television screen or on the iPad screen, or if they're playing games like board games or something like that. That's really the target audience there. Anybody with children and enjoys charming reimagination and storytelling, that's who's going to get a lot out of this.
Our guest this morning on Community Spotlight is Chad Sonka. He is with the Cedar Rapids Opera and the director of a extremely adorable digital youth opera, Goldie B. Locks and the Three Singing Bears. It is available for elementary schools, for daycare groups, music classes, assisted care facilities. Chad, as we say goodbye to you this morning, where can we direct people to learn more and then get Zoom going?
If anybody is interested, I would direct them to the Cedar Rapids Opera website. That's going to be CROpera.org. And under the Season and Tickets tab, you can click Goldie B. Locks and the Three Singing Bears, and there will be a link for you to register for the stream, which will be streaming this winter and spring. The study guide will also be available there for people to engage with, as well as a survey. If people watch the show, we invite them to complete our short little surveys accompanying the show to help us create even better, more engaging and personalized content for people in the community. We want to make opera as accessible and exciting as possible for Iowa.
Well, we appreciate you doing that and keeping the arts alive through the wintertime and as we still continue to navigate the pandemic. On the phone, we say goodbye and enjoy the rest of the month of January. Chad Sonka joining us from Cedar Rapids Opera. Thank you so much, Chad.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.